the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
4 yards remain for second down. Now Murray off play action. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 40 now on second down. Murray, he finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the net. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Touchdown. That's caught. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out. Hey, you.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves real.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the carry, this is Scott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll run with Scott.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Shotgun now from Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. The 40, 30, 10, for a touchdown, Houston. Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But guys caught. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Murray now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Lockett. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to next-gen stats. Wow. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.